Hi folks, welcome to Company Reviews, coming to you from my humble homestead in the forest in Canada. And as some of you know, I'm mostly off the grid, so on a day like today, the panels are not harvesting much, or if at all. The sound you're hearing is the sound of the rain hitting the roof panels, and it's not the kind of thing we're used to getting at this time of year, December 19th, and rain, that is. And today, I believe it's supposed to go to plus 11 degrees Celsius as opposed to minus 20 degrees Celsius. So that would be snow instead of rain. If you can see any of the snow outside, which is quickly melting now. But you're here to hear about today's company review, which is YouTube. YouTube now is about over 20 years old, maybe almost 21 years old, and I remember when it started, so I was around. Bought by Google, purchased by Google by $1 billion or $2 billion at that time, which people thought it was a lot of money, but now is this behemoth, probably one of the most profitable, because all they basically have to pay for is a data center to store people's videos. Speaking of people's videos, I'm guessing, I think that there are at least 1 million, if not million videos a day being uploaded, if not maybe an hour. I don't know. Takes up a lot of space. It takes up a lot of space. So YouTube, when this I believe Indian origin from India, I believe a gentleman that started it was a way for him to share his videos with his family that were away. At the time, you couldn't. For some of you who can't fathom the idea of internet not being fast enough to be able to send a file to someone, it was nearly impossible. Not fast enough, it was impossible to send a video file. Even a picture would take forever to go. And so he started this thing that this website or whatever, that you could upload his videos to them and then give a link to his relatives or friends that they would go click on that link. You'll be able to see the video. It could be a private video or it could be a public video. And I think the first video was a boy saying Charlie, which is his younger brother, bit his finger. That's pretty much probably how it started. Anyway, today there are a lot of people trying to figure out the algorithm of this company, and there are untold number of videos, probably 1 million videos a day, being dedicated to how to beat the algorithm, how to have your video shown, how to get impressions, how to get people to stay on it, how to get people to the list goes on forever. People from all over the world. It's not even just from the States. Just the States alone, probably a video every day being posted about this. And these people aren't they're not people that love puzzles and trying to figure things out and think these things, just like I'm trying to do. They're not. They're just chasing the almighty dollar. They're trying to figure out how to make money. And a lot of these people, they just regurgitate the same thing, or maybe they see it from someone else's videos. Oh, they learn that, and then without even doing a research, they just go ahead and make their own version of the same video saying how to get viewers, how to get your videos shown. But it's basically, folks, all the same. Now, what it says about, on one hand, is how archaic YouTube's algorithm is when you compare it to, say, TikTok. I have a channel or two. My other channel is about how I live mostly off the grid in the wilderness. And this channel that you're watching is my reviews and ratings on different things. And if you were to go to TikTok and have something there, channel there, or whatever, I don't have. This is, by the way, my only footprint to social media, this YouTube channel. But they are what it seems to me from my daughter, what TikTok can do in seconds takes YouTube to do in years. It's insane to think that a company with this much money is so far behind in algorithm. It's as if we're talking, you know, people that were dragging things behind them in the Stone Age, and the first guy that invented the wheel, and there's a guy going by you so much faster with a wagon with wheels and made out of rough stones, and you just dragging the damn thing behind you. That's the difference to me between YouTube and, from what I understand, and TikTok. It's pretty sad because now what started as a good idea to be able to video share and tell people what you think, your views, or how to fix things for free. It's all about money now. Money, 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 money. And so nobody really starts a YouTube channel anymore just to share. Firstly is how much money can I make? And today, as I'm talking to you now, a lot of the lazy or clever, whatever you want to call them, people have figured out how to use AI to make videos. They don't even do anything. They just sit there and say, give commands, and say, make a video from whatever angle, showcasing Florence, and people were, and then billions of people, or people watching like a fireplace, millions of people, and it's just generated by AI. Nobody did any video shooting or editing or anything. You just tell them what you want and adjust it as you like it, and then put it on, and people watch it. Obviously, I shouldn't say anything untoward about the people that make these AI-generated videos, because, you know, obviously there's a demand for it. People are watching it. Not for me. It's not for me, but. So YouTube, the people that are running YouTube now are now themselves so focused on how to make money, how to do stickers and the likes and the buy me coffee or support my, and then they tell you, not if you don't have a video a channel, you wouldn't know, but I have a channel, so I know. They keep constantly telling me how to use YouTube to make money and to increase your revenue and all that, when I'm not, the first thing that you do shouldn't be how to make money. You're just here to share, basically, right? So, like for instance, on this same channel that you're watching, I review movies because I have a lot of time on my hands now in the winter, the monotony of winter, but so I can watch it. But when I go to watch a movie, sometimes I'm inundated, or I'm fronted by the sea of movies and shows and series and documentaries that could be mostly nonsense. And so I figured, well, I can do this. I can tell people what I like, and if they have the same taste as me, then they don't have to go searching, wait, like at the end of a long, hard working day, trying to figure out what movie, screen it. I've already screened it and say, oh, I trust this guy's ratings and views and taste. I'll watch what he said to watch, and then you won't have to waste your time. And maybe you have a short bandwidth. You don't have so much time to watch all these trailers. So YouTube is now all about money. Firstly, how to make, obviously, about money for themselves and their shareholders and Google and Alphabet, but then maybe some for you. But basically, the creators are YouTube employees, and yet without these creators, there wouldn't be a YouTube, because YouTube takes, I think, 40% of the ad revenues of the creators. As far as I know, as far as I'm going to try not to run any ads on this channel that you're watching, or my other channel about my living off the grid channel. So I'm not liked much by YouTube, but as people all want to run ads, 99% of creators that want to run ads do, then YouTube is very happy to take that money. So if you're planning on starting a YouTube channel, know that for some, it's very difficult to make money or to get to, as they call it, to get monetized. Monetized means that's when you can get ads on your videos and get paid. You know, the 60% of the money that the advertisers pay YouTube. But YouTube's algorithm aside, this is my personal belief now, this is something that I talk about in my other channel about living off the grid, is that the only entity, the only thing that can help you grow your channel and make money on YouTube or anywhere in life where you work, where you live, is the creator or the game creator, the AI in the sky. You know, go ahead and call him God if you want. If he wants to, you will have untold amount of wealth and success, whatever success means to you. And if he doesn't want to, you will have nothing. You'll be you have a twin brother, right? One could have all this success and you could have nothing. Google, YouTube, Alphabet, parent company, yes, they have their issues, but you want to start your own thing, just know that just because you start a YouTube channel doesn't mean that you're going to make any money. So now let's get to the reviewing, the rating of this company. I don't know how open they are to people keeping it free speech. You know, anyone being able to say what they want within reason. You know what I'm saying? Within reason. If you're not out there promoting hate and all that, I get that. But within reason, I don't know. I'm not into that stuff, so I don't know if anyone's being blocked or not. If they ever block me for saying what I said now, then I'll let you know. I don't know how I would let you know because I wouldn't be on YouTube anymore. So as far as censorship goes, I don't know where they are. That's maybe someone that's been on YouTube longer. I've only been on YouTube for maybe a year or so because I didn't have high-speed internet here in the wilderness. You couldn't get high-speed internet. So if I were to rate YouTube based on what I know, what I've watched, and I don't really like what they present to me. If I watch one video, they bombard me with nonsensical videos on other people. And plus, as of this second that I'm talking to you, you can't go to YouTube. You know, they give you, on the top of the page, they give you can click on different options on if you want to watch homesteading or off-grid or sustainable living, whatever it is you're into, fashion, whatever it is that you're into. They don't give you an option to click on that says not AI generated. And why that is, well, I know why that is, because they bring a lot of viewers. The AI generated videos bringing a lot of viewers. Viewers means advertisers, sponsorship. That means money for YouTube and the creators. So why would they want to bite the hand that feeds them, or cut the hand that feeds them? So you see how YouTube has many issues, many more. Like I mentioned the algorithm. I mentioned that you can't just watch human generated if I'm not also a robot made by the guy up there. But still, I would honestly, if I'm being honest, I would give YouTube a solid 2.5. A very generous 2.5 stars out of 5, but really a solid. Personally, deep down, if I want to think about it, 2 stars out of 5, which would mean that not recommended. My 2.5 generous stars would mean, take it or leave it. See if there are any other options. And I'm actually amazed that all these clever people out there can't come up with an alternative to YouTube for people that want to leave YouTube. I don't know why they haven't done it, but I'm hoping that one day somebody would do it, and then I would definitely leave YouTube for it. Oh, before I go, if you know a better, like what I'm asking, what I just talked about, a better platform, video sharing platform, let me know, because I really don't care for YouTube, as you heard just my whole review.